Okay, Ostrich. Thank you for fixing my suit. I feel much better. Now, I think we should move on to...
What on earth are you wearing?
Oh, well, I decided to make a few modifications to the suit myself. I added on a few things.
Do you think that looks good?
Well, I was going for more functional than stylish. I mean, I'm trying to survive out here after all.
Boy, you will need more than a few totems of undying to survive the beatdown I am going to give you for ruining my perfect design.
Alright, we're getting off topic. I have a few things I want us to work on. First, can you tell me if Scientist Crow is getting the broadcast I've been sending out?
How should I know? Probably not. I mean, he is in a different dimension after all.
Okay, well, how about making it so I don't need this suit anymore? Can you do that?
No.
Well, great. Are you able to run some tests and tell me what's causing Tenebrae to be destroyed?
What do I look like to you? Some kind of miracle worker? If you want unrealistic super speedy results, you should call up Ravon. Oh, wait. You can't.
Okay, I could do with a little less attitude. I mean, I made you so that...
Listen here, bucko. If you want me to be more helpful, then I need a few things. First off, I am running on fumes. I need you to make something so that I can actually be powered.
Oh. Honestly, I should have thought about that before. What are you running on right now?
I am operating off of the tiny bit of magical energy that is seeping out of you. It is not enough, and I feel like I am constantly on the verge of dying.
Okay. I will get some power-generating things made. Anything else?
Once you do that, I need as powerful an antenna as you can make. Something that will hopefully boost our signals, and maybe Scientist Crow can finally get your broadcasts, and I will have better access to the Crow multiversal library of knowledge.
Okay, makes sense. That'll make you process things faster, so that's good. What else?
Then I will create some robots that will act as extensions of me, and will go out into the world so that I can see what we are dealing with out there.
Okay, well that sounds great. I really must apologize to you, Ostrich. I mean, when you first came online, I thought you were maybe a little, well, dumb. But this sounds like a really very necessary and thought-out plan.
Of course it is. I am the thinkiest AI to ever exist. Once that is all done, you should work on gathering more resources.
Right, okay. Always good to be prepared. What kind of resources? Like a mob farm?
Yes, sure, like a mob farm. And wool.
Wool? Why do we need wool?
It is cold in here. This place is made completely out of stone, and I am cold.
How can you be cold? You shouldn't be able to feel the cold.
Alright, fine. I was talking to Barry, and he said that he is cold.
Okay, fine. I will make a wool farm.
And lava, too. That would be a nice heater for our friends here.
Sure, fine. Okay, lava too. Okay, Scientist Crow, well, sending out another broadcast. Hopefully this one gets to you. As you saw, I'm gonna go ahead and follow Ostrich's suggestions, as you saw earlier. So the first thing I did was I began working on the exterior of the fort to try and make it a little bit more presentable for anyone visiting, and then from there I pivoted onto the solar panels and antenna, and I also made a lava reserve for storing energy that way. And once that was done, Ostrich fulfilled his promise. He started sending out robots into the land to sort of survey the area and gather data. These robots are different than how Raven did it, which is interesting to me. I mean, these are not their own sentient beings, they are connected to Ostrich, which is interesting way to do it. So the next thing I moved on to was to upgrade the Crow Love traveling cart into the Crow Love general goods store. Now we have a whole building in the shopping district with which we can fill up with all sorts of goodies, and we have much more capacity for stock than we did at the cart, for sure. And then I fulfilled my promise to Ostrich and made a wool and lava farm. From there, I pivoted onto what I think is probably the more useful farm this week, an all-purpose mob farm. And now this way, I won't have to run the raid farm every time I need to get gunpowder for rockets, and we can get other useful things like bones and string and things like that. Around this time, Multiverse Love contacted me and asked me to recruit some archers for some protective towers that she had been working on lately. I don't know how, but somehow in there, some sort of lazy bum snuck in, I don't know, but, you know, they're all there now, protecting the village. And to wrap up what I did this week, I went ahead and finally fully extended the moat that I had started a while back. And Roll Initiative even came by and helped me out with it, so we managed to get it done relatively quickly. Okay, so let's move on to see what our friends have been doing this week. Speaking of roll initiative, I managed to capture her doing a lot of her house. And it's becoming much more chaotic and amazing as ever. Multiverse Love, she is working on her tower. She made this really fantastic looking HQ/tower/base of operations that is overlooking the entire village in which she lives. She also spent most of this week working on a epic and very complicated looking gold farm. During her creation of the gold farm, I went ahead and captured 9 named piglin creatures that are necessary to get the farm fully functional. During the building of the gold farm, Fire Nation Crow went on an epic journey to go ahead and try and gather 3 wither skeleton skulls and then fight the wither in order to acquire a beacon, one of 3 beacons. So we have 1 right now, but we need 3 for use in protecting us while using the gold farm. And that's all I have to report this week, Scientist Crow. We've made a lot of progress, very significant progress, and hopefully with all the improvements, Ostrich will be able to, well, be more helpful by the time you see the next broadcast. And hopefully you'll start getting these, if you weren't already, I suppose. Anyway, I hope you're doing okay out there, hope you're surviving, and I will talk to you later. Farewell.
Time to bust out the knitting needles, undesignated Crow. These poor villagers need some hats.